Welcome back to St. Paul, day 2 of the NCHC Frozen Face-Off here at the XL Energy Center alongside longtime radio voice of UND hockey, Tim Hennessy. I'm Alex Heinert with Midco Sports Network. Tim, yesterday did not go according to plan for North Dakota, falling in the first semifinal. But then things got a little bit better for them as the night went along. Their NCAA tournament hopes kept alive by a late victory by Clarkson in the ECAC semis. So now, going into day 2, everything is still there to play for North Dakota, even though they don't have it all completely in their own control.
Don't even know what they have to do. It was interesting last night. I got to tell you the story. But I got after 2 periods, it was 4-1 Harvard's beating Clarkson, right? So I text Coach Barry and I said, "Can I buy you a beer or 6?" So he didn't answer. This morning he says, "What do you mean by that? You think we're out?" I said, "Brad, when I text you that, Harvard was winning 4-1. Oh, okay, I understand that then. But I'm not sure what they have to do. I mean, yeah, obviously win, and you're going to help yourself, but they really don't have anything in their own hands. And it's all depending on what happens out east, and we'll see from there. But yeah, it's an odd situation going into this game today. Just try to take care of business, and number one, break an 8-game streak against this team.
Well, that's exactly been the issue for North Dakota. The opponent today, Minnesota Duluth, who fell 3-1 last night in the other semifinal to Denver. And as you said, this is a Duluth team that has had North Dakota's number. 8 straight wins for the Bulldogs over UND. What does North Dakota have to do to get off the schneid against these guys?
Score.
It's a good place to start. That's usually a good place to start.
Score more goals than they do. Yeah. I don't know. They just... you know, because before that, North Dakota was dominating Minnesota Duluth.
I think 6 in a row, right?
I think 2 years ago, I think we won, 6 in a row and shut them out a couple of times and shut them out in their opening game at their new building. And maybe they're trying to get payback here. It comes down to the same thing every game for North Dakota, is that they're not going to give Duluth more than 2 or 3 goals. So they got to score. And that's been the problem all season long. Let's see if maybe they can do something about it today. I don't know. They've jungled up the lineup a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, we saw Brad Berry halfway through game 1 start to make some of those changes, tweaking some lineup combinations that seem to pay dividends. He's sticking with some of those groups today for game number 2.
Yeah, he's got Ludwig Hoff back in the lineup, who's been out for some time now. Also put Andrew Pesky, a defenseman, back in the lineup, and I think that's a good move. If Andrew can take a hit, we'll see. We may not see him for very long. But it's an interesting combination that he has with Dixon Bowen centering Austin Pagansky and Ludwig Hoff. Hey, whatever. Try
Shake
whatever.
It up and see,
try whatever. Put it in the cup, throw it out, and maybe it'll work. Who knows?
Duluth does not have anything to play for in this game, other than perhaps a seeding issue. But more or less, they're in the NCAA tournament no matter what. Or well, you're saying no.
Oh no. I would say that. To ensure themselves, they need a win or a tie. But there's a few scenarios
where they would not be.
Yeah, if they get beat today, where they would not be in. So yeah, they're playing for a spot too. So
well, never mind. We'll take that off the table then. So either case, 3:30 puck drop here at the XL Energy Center. Tim, of course, will have the call. This is going to be, again, potentially the last game of the season for North Dakota. Whether or not things shake out the way they need to, with Providence getting a win and Clarkson winning and a few other things needing to happen, you would just want to see this North Dakota team, this group of seniors, go out with the W, go out the right way in what could be their last game.
I think that's the whole thing. I had a nice chat with Cam Johnson earlier this morning, and that's what he said. You know, he's very calm and everything else. He feels very in the zone as far as goaltending goes. He said he wasn't quite there yesterday to start the game, but then he got into it. But he said, "Yeah, we just want to go out on a positive note. Whether we can't control our destiny, but we want to go out on a positive note, and hopefully they'll do that today."
Yeah, that case of controlling what you can control, and if it is an NCAA tournament berth, you can build off this momentum into next week in Sioux Falls, and if not, you can go to the off season at least feeling good about how things wrapped up.
Absolutely.
Well, 3:30 again, the start time. Catch it on the radio or on NCHC.tv. He's Tim. I'm Alex. Enjoy the game. Happy St. Patrick's Day.